Well, since the quarterback interviews went so smoothly, today we're continuing our positional interviews with the wide receivers. We still want to hear from as many players as possible and get their thoughts, expectations, anything they want to get off their chest before the season starts. Now, the tricky thing here is there's too many receivers to actually interview them all, so we just invited every team's wide receiver one, which in some cases was obvious, but in other cases we did have to use our discretion. So hopefully no one takes it personally. Yeah, Diggs is definitely taking it personally. In fact, I'm pretty sure he's lighting the building on fire as we speak, so we should probably skedaddle out of here after this. But yeah, I'm excited for this season. Last year no one expected anything from us, but now we've got one of the best receiving cores in the league with Diggs here. We've got one of the weirdest receiving cores in the league without Diggs here. You guys invited me as the number one receiver, but honestly you could have made a case for Curtis Samuel or Keon Coleman. Hell, I think people would have understood if you just invited Kincaid. We have no idea what to expect this season. All we know is Josh is probably going to run over people even more than before, and Sean McDermott's going to find more acts of terrorism to motivate us with. Is he still doing that? Let's just say Archduke Franz Ferdinand's name has come up more than once. I don't care what the Bills are using as motivation. I finally have a real quarterback after putting up back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with a revolving door of septic waste throwing me the ball. Now I got a future Hall of Famer? I'm about to be the most productive receiver in this division. Garrett said, what? Man, Aaron must have brought the strong stuff to camp this year. Look, I don't need to tell you guys I'm the best receiver in this division. Actions speak louder than words, and you know what my actions are. Impregnating every woman you see? Besides that, I convinced the league that Tua was worth $53 million a year. How many other receivers could do that? Oh, don't look at me. I'm not the reason Trevor got $55 million a year. It's kind of just where the quarterback market is right now, and any receiver that takes credit for it is probably just a self-centered, cocky egomaniac. Yeah, I heard that's why the Chiefs got rid of Tyreek to begin with. Obviously, money was a factor, but they also just didn't want their number one receiver to be such a big distraction anymore. And I completely understand that. What are you talking about? You've been one of the biggest distractions in the league this offseason. Oh, come on. What's a little aggravated assault among friends? You know, I think guys like that are just compensating. Receivers that aren't as fast as they want to be on the field gotta go be fast somewhere else. In this case, the road. Lucky for me, I don't have that problem. In fact, I'm so fast that Daniel Jones has yet to hit me in stride even one time in practice. I mean, it's almost impressive how often he misses the target. You're not happy in New York, are you? Yeah, you want to see real speed? Watch how fast I lead the Giants in a few years. Yeah, we can't all be blessed with having a good quarterback right out of the gate. Kyler and I are going to be an elite combination. I mean, going from Hollywood Brown as his number one to me, that's like going from a Honda Civic to a Maserati. Yeah, how'd you know? Lucky guess. Well, either way, I'm going to be the best receiver Kyler's ever played with. You know he's played with DeAndre Hopkins and Larry Fitzgerald, right? I said what I said. Hey, I get it. Being at least partially delusional is part of the job. How do you think I convinced myself we're going to win the Super Bowl every year when the franchise is obviously cursed, Jerry Jones is senile, and Dak Prescott collapses in big moments easier than a house of cards in a hurricane? It's all about perspective. I'm dying inside. I can tell. Why am I here? Well, we're interviewing every team's top receiver and asking them about the upcoming season. What about it? Please be specific. I value precision and efficiency. Okay. How do you think the Lions are going to do this year? We will win the Super Bowl, or I will sleep on a bed of nails every night just like I did this past offseason. Next question. Hold on. You did what? Yeah, my guy Amon-Ra's got a screw loose for sure. Honestly, he's got a lot of screws loose. He's basically an unassembled IKEA desk. But that's what makes him great. You saw Receiver on Netflix, right? I'm a little crazy too. Got an alter ego and everything. When I step on that field, I'm not Justin anymore. I'm Jets. And how is that different from your normal persona? Well, it used to be how I tapped into my more aggressive and competitive side, but this year I'm actually going to use it to tap into my more tolerant side, so I don't strangle Sam Darnold after 2 weeks. Sam Darnold. I remember those days. Wanted to throw myself off a bridge almost daily. But I don't have to think about that anymore. Also, I heard Nico say the Texans have the best receiving core in the league. I think that title belongs to us. It's just a shame we couldn't share it with Justin Fields. May he fly high. He's not dead. He is to us. Is Bo Nix the guy? I don't know. Is he going to be better than the hollow shell of the guy that used to be Russell Wilson? I'd like to think so. Yeah. Super excited to have either Justin Fields or Russell Wilson throwing me the ball. Surely it won't trigger the obvious anger issues that I've already displayed on the field in my career. Whatever, anything's better than Kenny Pickett. Pickens should be more worried about his offensive coordinator than his quarterback. It doesn't really matter if Russ or Fields is capable of getting him the ball when Artie Smith's just going to call a direct snap to Scotty Miller instead. That's why I'm just glad we finally have a normal coach and a good quarterback so I can actually break out this year. I'm going to restore some honor to the Drake name because Kendrick really did a number on it. The Falcons look good, but I really think we can surprise some people. Canales brought me in to be his number one guy, Bryce looks better, the O-line looks better. It's good vibes over here. Now all I need is a translator to understand Xavier Legette when he tries to talk to me, but one thing at a time. What a surprise. Everyone's forgetting about Mike Evans and the Bucs again. All we've done is win the division for 3 straight years, and all I do is put up 1,000 receiving yards every year in my sleep, but the Falcons finally get a decent quarterback, and everyone's handing the division to them. People are so in love with Cousins, you'd think we're in Alabama. Alright, I played at Alabama. It is not that bad. Yes, some of the family trees are circles, but at least it's consensual, something my quarterback could learn a lot about. I just wish we could have kept Flacco. Dude helped me get to 265 yards and isn't morally reprehensible? Yeah, sign me up. Why did I ever leave Rodgers? I mean, Derek Carr? What was I thinking? Reuniting with my college teammate. Yeah, I just want to reunite with the ball. I can't believe I willingly opted into being a Raider. And now I don't even have Carr. It's Aiden O'Connell or Gardner Minshew. I would much rather have Aiden O'Connell or Gardner Minshew. Or Brock Osweiler or Nathan Peterman or Josh Rosen. Really anyone other than this past his prime eyeshadow-wearing checkdown machine. Seriously, I have never had a worse connection with a quarterback than I do with Derek Carr. And I've run football camps with blind kids before. Really? Yeah, one of them actually threw me a dot like 40 yards down the field one time. I'm trying to get him a tryout. I don't want to hear anyone complaining about quarterbacks. Do you know who I've had to play with in my career? Hold on, I've got a list because I can't possibly memorize all these guys. We've got Colt McCoy, Case Keenum, Dwayne Haskins, Kyle Allen, end of career Alex Smith, Taylor Heineke, end of career Ryan Fitzpatrick, Garrett Gilbert, Carson Wentz, and Sam Howell. That's 10 quarterbacks. I've been in the league 5 years. Hopefully Jaden's the real deal because I'm not getting any younger.
I kind of feel like if you haven't broken out by age 29, it's at least partially your fault.
What was that?
Nothing.
Should I really be the one that's here? I mean, Harbaugh's saying he's got big plans for Quentin Johnston.
Yeah, no one's buying that.
Oh, you're not? Man, Harbaugh was really hoping the public would believe that. But yeah, QJ's hot garbage. We actually tried to move him to concessions, but he just kept dropping nachos all over the floor. Dude has like generationally bad hands. As for me, I'm preparing to get like 200 targets this year, because who else is Justin going to throw to? DJ Chark? Josh Palmer? I know I'm only a rookie and a second rounder at that, but I'm the best they got. Hey, could we do like a Spider-Man meme thing where me and Ladd are pointing at each other? Nah, I'll let the graphics team work on that. But yeah, me and Ladd are basically in the same situation. Other than the fact that their O-line's good while ours is trash, and their quarterback's great while we have massive question marks at the position. But I'm sure it'll be fine. We're going to be terrible this year, aren't we?
Probably.
Everyone keeps saying I'm the most boring Packers receiver. I'm Jordan Love's favorite. Just because Watson's great at catching deep balls and Reed's really shifty and Wicks might have the most raw talent doesn't mean I'm not important. Vanilla ice cream has its place. I love ice cream. You know, my diet's almost exclusively sugar, and yet I still have these rock-hard abs. Nothing better than being a genetic freak. Yeah, except maybe being a relatively normal dude and getting here through hard work and determination. Maybe that's how I had more yards my rookie year than DK's had in any season of his career, and how I jumped a former Triple Crown winner to become my team's #1 receiver as a 5th-round pick. But hey, if DK's happy just being a bodybuilder in pads and never actually winning anything, more power to him. Puka said what? Man, I knew he had to be a little bit crazy to accomplish what he did last year, but I didn't know it was like that. Also, Cup's gonna be back with a vengeance this year, so I'm not even convinced Puka's the #1. At least not as clearly as I am.
Actually, we only invited you because we're filming this during all the Brandon Ayuk drama. If he was extended, we probably would have just picked him.
I am our best receiver.
You're definitely the angriest.
Let's be honest, though. There aren't a lot of receivers out there like Debo. I had him on my fantasy team last year, and he was great. And before you ask, yes, players are allowed to play fantasy, and no, it's not illegal gambling.
Yeah, but don't you have to play for free? What was your buy-in?
What are you, a cop? Speaking of, you guys should definitely draft me for your fantasy teams this year. I promise I won't let you down again. This is the year.
No one believes you.
I just kind of feel like an afterthought on my own team, you know? Like we have this electric quarterback that's always making highlight plays with his legs, and this running back that everyone wants to talk about that everyone kind of just forgets about me. And I don't think anyone can relate to that. It's just super lonely. Is he stupid? Yeah, he's not the only one. And I mean, at least we don't have a big name tight end like Mark Andrews, but yeah, when you have a really athletic, fun quarterback and a really good running back, people are gonna forget about you a little. Is what it is. Yeah, maybe if you suck. We've got Jalen Hurts, Saquon, I even have a good receiver and tight end playing alongside me, but everyone still knows I'm that guy. No one's forgetting AJ Brown.
Aren't you terrible in the second half of last season? Kind of seemed like your own team forgot about you.
All right, you know what? There's really only one thing I'm worried about this season.
Getting back to the playoffs and redeeming yourselves after a down year?
No. Burrow's hair. He hit me up and said, hey, let's get matching buzz cuts. I said, all right, bet. But I did not sign off on the Slim Shady cosplay. Whatever. If he stays healthy, I don't care what color his hair is.
As long as he doesn't lose himself, right?
What?
And as long as he's not afraid and doesn't play till he collapses.
Are you trying to do like an Eminem lyrics thing?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Okay.
And it didn't even make sense. Like, obviously I don't want him to collapse, but I would want him to play until he does if that was for some reason an inevitable outcome. Like, I don't want him to tap out early. I mean, did you even think about what you were saying? Because it was dumb. Like, really dumb.
Yeah, that's my bad. This one's on me.
I'm Trevor right now. Look at me in my gorgeous face with my gorgeous locks. Am I overpaid?
You're trying to get out of here. Trevor Lawrence, like, we've talked about it, how that guy is on the cusp. Nobody wants to break out more than Trevor Lawrence, but he just hasn't done it yet.
He's edging us. Bijan Robinson could break fantasy football this year, saying he's going to be used like Christian McCaffrey. For reference, Bijan last year handled only 47.5% of the Falcons' running back carries.
Arthur Smith should be imprisoned for that, man.
Just absolute gulag.